It's time to talk about Backlash. Hey there, everyone. It's Denise Salcedo. I wanted to do a quick mini review on the show just to get my quick thoughts and reactions out there, and I hope to get your quick thoughts and reactions in the comments section below. So let's jump right in. Let's talk about Backlash that took place in Lyon, France, and I want to start off by saying, first things first, if you were in that crowd tonight and you just happen to be watching this video, please give yourself a round of applause and get some food in you because you guys burned a bunch of calories. Chanting, jumping, just really keeping the excitement throughout the entire show, throughout the entire night, top to bottom. There was not one moment where this crowd did not deliver. It really, I love the international shows because I just love how passionate the fans come across, and it's something that you miss. Like when you think about some of your favorite pro wrestling moments from like back in the day, I always see the crowd and I think, damn, I really wish we still reacted that way. And we do a lot of the times, right? But not to the extent I think that the international crowds do. So kudos to you guys, man. You killed it. And I can't wait. Before I get to Backlash, I am going to be at Clash at the Castle in Glasgow, Scotland next month. And I'm so excited because I've never been to Scotland. So I really can't wait to get that kind of experience. And coming off of Backlash, now I'm even a little bit more excited to attend the show. So, anyways, let's get to it. Here we go. First match, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa. First and foremost, I loved the way that they kicked off this show because when you have a crowd with this kind of energy, you need to reward that crowd. And I really felt that they rewarded that crowd by making them feel like anything can happen. And again, this was a show that I think a lot of people felt was kind of predictable. So when you get this feeling that anything can happen, it really sets the tone for the rest of the night. And basically, this ended up becoming a street fight. And this was perfect, again, given the chaos, given everything that's already gone down between these bloodline members and Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. So this match, like they go out into the crowd, they're using weapons, they're using trash bins. Kevin Owens is doing a frog splash onto, I think it was Tama Tonga on the freaking table. I mean, there was just chaos and it felt good. It felt hot. It felt like this was flaming hot Cheetos right here. You guys know me. I love my chips. I love my analogies. And this was flaming hot Cheetos. None of this freaking boring baked lays. None of that. This was flaming hot Cheetos right here. Or technically, I should stick to my baguette scale because I've been doing the whole baguette scale on X. This right here got the full 5 baguettes for me, man, because again, they matched the energy of the crowd with the booking and the storytelling in this match. The big thing, though, that came out of this match is that we have Tonga Loa in WWE, of course, as part of the bloodline. He's there with his brother, he's there with his family, and this was very cool to see him come in. And I made a joke on social media because he was in WWE back in the day. I think it was like, I don't know, 2011. He was basically Camacho, and he was with Unico, and basically he was portraying him. They were portraying him as a cholo. He was being portrayed as a Mexican. He was being portrayed as a Latino. So it's pretty funny. And I made a joke about it that I'm like, oh, he's no longer a cholo anymore. So it's hilarious. Good stuff. But anyways, in all seriousness, though, I do think that getting to see Gorillas of Destiny, former 7-time IWGP Tag Team Champions in WWE, they fit in a lot better with WWE. I think they fit in better there than if they would have gone to AEW or if they would have remained in New Japan. They kind of did all that they could do there. So seeing them in WWE, especially with this story, all of the stars just really aligned for them there. And I know a lot of people are excited to see them wrestle against the Usos whenever the Usos get back together. So getting to see Tonga Loa was very cool. I know a lot of people were expecting Jacob Fatu, but it was kind of cool that it ended up being someone that you weren't expecting. And now you're wondering, when are they going to bring in Jacob Fatu? Well, we'll see, because clearly they're saving some ammunition in the storyline for later. And I want to go ahead and move on to the next match. And the next one is the triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Bayley defending against Naomi and Tiffany Straten. So really the big thing that there is to talk about this one, first of all of these ladies, they freaking killed it, man. This was one of the matches that I was most looking forward to, and I really felt that they delivered. But the real big thing that stood out to me here is how much Tiffany Straten has just been killing it. Now, Bayley and Naomi, they have way more experience than Tiffany Straten does, and she could have stuck out like a sore thumb. But by God, she did not, and she hasn't at all. She has been thrown into like all of these big situations. She was in the Elimination Chamber. She was the MVP of that Elimination Chamber. We've talked about this before. And for her to be the MVP in that match, get the reaction that she did, and then go into this match in a match where she was highlighted a little bit more because there were less girls in the match, she looked so good, and at no time did she ever look out of place. Like, that was just not happening at all. She looked like she had been wrestling for years. There were so many cool moments in this, her slamming both Bayley and Naomi onto the commentary table. That was one of my favorite moments in this matchup here. Of course, Bayley gets her win. Totally freaking cool, because I want to see Bayley continue her journey as champ. I know Tiffany Straten, at some point, she is going to be champ. My prediction is that it's happening for her before the end of the year. People are expecting her to win the Money in the Bank. Some people are expecting her to win Queen of the Ring. Whatever direction they go in, I'm already ready for it because I'm a big Tiffany Straten fan. And so anyways, shout out to all three women. They killed it, and congrats to Bayley. Next match, the World Heavyweight Championship, Damian Priest versus Jey Uso. This one here, first of all, Jey Uso, great freaking entrance. I tweeted it was like a concert. That's literally what it felt like. So congratulations to Jey to have that kind of a moment with that kind of a crowd. Really, really cool. And as for the match itself, some of the moments that I loved was when they were punching each other and the crowd was going, yeet, no yeet, yeet, no yeet. I thought that was kind of fun as well. But I did think that I was hoping that something big happened in this match, whether it was Damian Priest winning. I know it would have been a short reign for Damian Priest. I know. But whether it was Jey Uso winning or Jacob Fatu coming in and making this big interference, I don't know, costing him the match or something. I don't know. I kind of felt like this ending did feel a little flat, like I wasn't necessarily overwhelmed with any sort of emotion. I was just kind of left there going like, okay, what's next? Ready to move along. So this one didn't really have it didn't really have that big moment for me. And when I thought that there was a moment where Jey Uso was going to win, because they did have a moment where you thought that was going to happen, and instead JD McDonough gets involved. But the other thing that I should mention is there was friction afterwards between the Judgment Day members, because Finn and JD were still attacking Jey after the match, and Damian Priest did not like that. So there was friction. Maybe they're finally going to break up. Kind of seems like they maybe have passed their expiration date already. It kind of depends on who you ask. I'm a little over the Judgment Day, but at the same time, I do feel like being part of the Judgment Day has really helped out Dominic Mysterio. It's helped out JD McDonough, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, of course. So it is weird to say that they should be broken up already. We'll see. I'm a little torn on that one. I kind of go back and forth on whether or not they should break up. But as of this video, as of this moment right now, break them up. I'm done. Moving on to the next one. We had the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. The Kabuki Warriors defend against Jade, Cargill, and Bianca Belair. And guess what? We got new champions. And that is exactly what we were expecting in this match, to see new champs. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I loved 90% of this match. 10% of this match I did not love. I thought they started off so freaking strong, so freaking good. I loved all of the moments that we got with Bianca and the Kabuki Warriors. I thought they killed it. I thought when Jade came in and she did her springboard crossbody, and then she hit her pump kick, and she hit a clothesline, and all of what she did there, I thought she came in with a lot of confidence. I felt like they're giving her more and more each time she goes into the ring. So you're seeing the slow but steady growth in Jade Cargill, and it helps that she has a lot of confidence. However, there was one spot, and I'm not even sure what went wrong, but Kyrie was about to pin Jade, and the referee's like, no, you're not the legal person. And it seems like from that moment on, for like the next 2 to 3 minutes, it seemed like they were lost in this match. Like they didn't know where they were supposed to be doing or what they were supposed to be doing next. It was really, really weird. And so that threw me off for a bit. And then they finally got the match back together. And once we saw the finish, once we saw Jade hit the Jaded, all of that, very, very strong, very, very cool. So it did make up for the little sloppy portion of the match. But overall, loved 90% of the match. 10% of it just did not work for me. But again, I'm very happy for Jade and Bianca. I'm really excited to see how they're coming together as a team. I've mentioned this before, but they are, the matching gear looks great. We're seeing them do more tag team. We're seeing them be more cohesive as a tag team, and that's another fun little bit there. So anyways, excited to see what they do moving forward as champs and how they're presented, because they're going to look good. All right, and last but not least, again, this is a mini review. We have the undisputed WWE Championship match, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles, and there was a lot of this was exactly what I wanted, in the sense that I just wanted a good wrestling match, and that's what we got. The crowd was going nuts for it. The crowd loved AJ Styles. The camera was shaking when they were singing this song about Phenomenal. I'm not really sure what the song is, but they were literally shaking the camera. And the crowd at one point was even like 50-50 with cheering for Cody, cheering for AJ. So that made it even more fun. I loved the exchange between Cody and AJ when they were like punching each other, and then Cody comes in with the bionic elbow. That was really fun. Of course, the Cody cutter off of the freaking top rope, the super Cody cutter, whatever he's calling it. That was precision, lovely. The timing, everything. Really, really well executed there. And I think because of the energy of the crowd, you could really see it impact the energy of the wrestlers in the ring. Like, Cody and AJ, they are who they are because they're always going 100 miles, 110 miles, 120, you name it. They're always going above and beyond full throttle. But it felt like they were going even more than that in this matchup, again, because they were feeding off that energy from the crowd. All of the adrenaline, you could see that in motion. You can see that in effect. So I really thought that this was a fun main event and a really good first defense for Cody Rhodes. So that was Backlash. And before I wrap things up, there's also some news, and you guys may have seen this already on social media, but WrestleMania 41 will be taking place next year in Las Vegas on April 19th and April 20th. And Viva Las Vegas. Now, I love Las Vegas, guys. Very, very fun. And it's going to be 420 in Las Vegas. It's kind of wild. People are going to have a really good time. I can't wait because I love it when shows are out here on the West Coast. I know I'm selfish, but guys, it just makes it easier for me. Sorry for being selfish. But either way, I'm really excited for the show, and I'm excited that it's out there, that the news is out there. But that was it. That was my quick Backlash review. Now, before I go, friendly reminder, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. If you're listening to the audio version, leave a nice review. It really helps me out so freaking much. So thank you guys so much for always tuning in and checking out my content, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy this video and you want to see some more, I did a recap of the WWE draft, of course, talking about how Raw and SmackDown are both going to look. And if you want to check out that video, you can click right here and check that video out. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.